what should you do if your partner, especially if it's your dominant, if he crosses your limits? First of all, your partner shouldn't cross your limits, right? We all know that. But I can also imagine, especially if you're in a dominant, submissive relationship, then it's hard what you should do because you're the submissive and you submitted to him. So it means in a way that you consented in having him use you in a way. He can play with you the way he wants. You gave him kind of permission, but you discussed on what you want and what you don't want. If he is rougher than you like, there's a few things that might have gone wrong. First of all, the first thing that you need to check is, did you have a proper discussion on this? Did you discuss your limits? Were you clear in what is your limit and what not? Second, did you install a safe word? And did you use it? Because it's totally possible that he crosses your limits, but it's not on purpose. The moment that you use your safe word and he's not backing off and he's not slowing down, he's not listening to you, but he will continue, then there is something wrong. We get into that later. So, first of all, make sure that you're prepared and that you take your own role seriously. Then, if he crosses your limits, and you didn't, you use your safe word, and he does stop, but it happens over and over again, which is also possible, then there's also something not quite right, because it means that he's pushing your limits, that he's trying to see how far he can go. Now, it might be possible that this is part of your relationship, that you discussed this, and that you consented to this, and that you actually asked him to push your limits. I know there's quite a few relationships where this happens, where the submissive says that he or she needs to be pushed. So, in that sense, it's consensual. Then still, as a dominant, you should listen to their limits and respect them. And if they say that they don't want it, or they use their safe word, make sure that you play within a little bit lower limits the next time. What is also possible? This is something that happened to me. When I started playing, this is quite a while ago now, when I started playing, I was so eager to try everything. And especially in the beginning of a new relationship, I'm usually very eager. I want to please my dom. I want to see how far I can go. And there's many submissives like me. You just want to see how far you can go, what you can handle. I think it's also about trust and safety, to see how safe it feels, how far you can trust him. You're just exploring your limits together. And at one point, you understand or you find out that your limits change. That happens to me a lot. I'm quite a masochist. I like quite a bit of pain, but I'm not really much into impact play. But it's something that I had to find out. And in the beginning, I took a lot of impact play in one of my relationships, and I took it, and then I realized that at one point I didn't want that, and I didn't like it anymore. But we didn't discuss it. So that meant that my limits changed. So what you do is, the moment that it's anyway something that you do after you have a scene where you use, as a submissive, where you use the safe word. And also when a dominant uses a safe word, because it's also possible. If the submissive uses a safe word, you talk about it always afterwards. Because what you do is you discuss, how far can you go? Did limits change? It's just a matter of renegotiating. Just talk about it. Sit down, put your clothes on, and have a discussion about it. The last thing is, it can be that it's an ego thing. And then it's not about your well-being anymore. And then the question is, are you still in the right relationship for you? Because in a dominant submissive relationship, in a BDSM relationship, where you have any form of power exchange, where one person is in charge or one person is leading and the other one is following, you need to feel safe. And if somebody is crossing your limits, you don't feel safe, and this is what you need. So be careful and take care of yourself. I hope this was valuable for you. Have fun and play with passion.